For a start, any pilot is part of a crew, usually of 2 on short-haul routes. There will be a captain, the senior pilot who has overall responsibility for the flight.
What's happening, guys, and welcome back to another great video on our channel. One of the pluses of being incredibly rich is being able to skip over the long queues on airline flights by splashing out on a private jet. But is there a difference between being a commercial airline or a private plane pilot? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into in today's video. Let's talk about inside the life of a billionaire pilot. A commercial airline pilot and a private pilot have a lot of crossovers, of course, when it comes to their responsibilities. One of the main differences is the extra tasks that the private pilot has to do. After all, most of the time, they're the only crew on board the plane. For example, they have to clean the cabin. An unnamed actor was flying on a plane with her children. The kids drew, cut, and wrecked the interior. In the end, the plane company sent a bill of $250,000. The celebrity refused to pay. Another time was when a CEO and his family covered the cabin with mud and some weird pizza sauce. This resulted in a cleaning bill of $2,100. Private pilots have to interact with their passengers beyond the occasional announcement on an airline's intercom. The pilots will lock the cockpit door and avoid all non-crew members. Private pilots are expected to greet their passengers, so good customer service skills are a must. The pilots also have to store any luggage and provide the cabin crew safety speech. The cockpit on a private plane either isn't closed or isn't there, so they can expect their passengers to chat with them during the flight. There are usually 2 pilots on a private plane, the captain and the co-pilot. However, the number of planes only require 1 to fly the jet before the guests arrive. The pilot is expected to be at the airport an hour before takeoff. They have a range of tasks such as ordering fuel, filing the flight plan, sorting out the catering, and so on.
For a start, any pilot is part of a crew, usually of 2 on short-haul routes. There will be a captain, the senior pilot who has overall responsibility for the flight.
If you fancy getting a private plane for your own needs, they can be really pricey. Just a charter, they can cost between $1,200 and $10,000 per hour. But the price increases depending on the plane and extra features wanted by the client. As for buying your own jet, costs can vary widely. Most planes cost between $2 million to $100 million. For example, a Global 5000 made by a Bombardier can cost up to $22 million. One of the most important aspects of a pilot is the proper training and licenses. After all, in 2017, private pilot Arnold Gerald Lato III was flying passengers without a proper license. For 2 years, he was sentenced to federal prison for 10 months and fined $5,500. The cost of training can get high, so a number of pilots will first go into the Air Force to get all the training certifications and a bachelor's degree, and then venture into the public sector after their service. On average, a corporate pilot can bring in $80,000 per year in the United States, while some pilots for the Gulfstream G650 have been known to bring in $198,000 per year, yet they aren't paid a typical salary. Instead, they're paid per hour. On average, they work up to 150 hours of flight per month. Pilots on airlines get paid an annual salary. They can work up to 240 hours of flight per month. For that, they can get between $140,000 and $260,000 per year in America. According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, the median annual salary for a private commercial pilot was $93,300 as of May of 2020. The lowest 10% earned less than $47,570, while the highest 10% brought at least $200,920. They also believe that the employment of private pilots will increase by 9% from 2019 to 2029, while in France, A co-pilot for an airline gets between 4,000 to 11,000 euros or $4,800 to $13,000 per month. The life of a pilot isn't easy at all. They have to fly for hours and hours. They have to fly for hours and hours and have to manage multiple things at a time. They have the burden of many people's lives on their shoulders. Do give us your thoughts on all of these in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more of it, then all you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. And with that, I'll catch you guys later in another video. Bye now!